DGS Show.
Hello, people watching this video. Crap, what was the next line? Today, we're going to be talking about a game that is...
Hold on a minute. I didn't get a script. I thought you were going to stop doing these unscripted.
I don't know, just... that was a one-time thing. I think I'll do good without a script. And...
We're not doing that again!
Okay. Hey, so, how's the script coming along?
It's finished. Man, do you ever clean your glasses?
We don't have time yet.
Anyway, we're gonna be looking at a game called Einhander? Enhancer?
Einhander. It's German for handed.
Huh. Don't know why they couldn't just call it handed.
Does it sound as cool?
No.
Well, there you go.
Okay. Anyway, again, Einhander was a PS1 game that was released in North America in 1998. Strangely, this game was made by Squaresoft, or as we know them today, Square Enix. You know, the ones behind the successful almost anything they make, like Final Fantasy. In fact, the cover bears a striking resemblance to the box art for Final Fantasy VII. Weird. The game starts off with a pretty awesome looking opening cinematic.
It was feared.
That ends way too soon. Just when you start to get into it, or at least when the action starts, it cuts to the title screen. That's bad level design and unpolished and is the worst game ever because of that.
Whoa. What the heck was that?
There's a disease that's been going around since the internet became big called closed-mindedness nitpickios or something like that. It's a very common disease for huge Nintendo fans and classic Sonic fans, but others can get it too. Might I suggest taking Open Minds a draw?
Oh yeah, I saw a commercial on this once. But we're not going to show it here, let's just get to the game.
Oh look, a hand. Handed. There's a section where you get to choose which ship you want to fly. It's mostly just how your standard guns are and how picking up weapons will work. Oh, and by the way, it's a 2.5D shoot 'em up game. And before I start all this, keep in mind, this is an E-rated game. An E-rated game in which you blow shit up and kill lots of human beings, I think. But hey, at least it's not as violent as the Mega Man X series. It's a city! And then the music kind of goes quiet. Oh, and when you run into a weapon on here, it automatically picks it up, even if you have a weapon already. So if you love the weapon you have, you better watch out for that. Yes, death, destruction, and evil lady laughing. What a kid-friendly game. Oh hey, I blew this guy up. So now there's a secret place unlocked. I get that this is the key to unlocking the secret path, but what exactly in the story mode made it blow up if you destroy that ship? Was it the guard of the thing? Did someone get so scared of seeing the ship blow up that they blew up the wall? I don't know. But you do get to unlock this really great, yet not that powerful shotgun, if you can actually get it. As you can imagine, you only have one hit point on here. That wouldn't be much of a problem if it wasn't for the fact that things that can kill you are flying everywhere around you. But luckily your gun can take multiple hit points, so if they hit your gun, it will only affect that. Huh, well things seem to have calmed down. Oh crap! Okay, so this guy just kind of shows up, and he looks like the bad guy with his slight mustache and goatee? Or maybe he's just French. I have to say, the guns he has sound really awesome. I mean, the spread gun or whatever it is sounds alright, but the other one sounds like a real gun, sort of. Whoa, blew his face off. And it turns out, he's a robot! Under that entire metallic look, he's actually a robot. Who would have guessed?
Did you really just make that joke?
That was just the best I could come up with. After defeating that thing and blowing up a few more ships, you end up on this highway thing and the music changes. And you blow up a few more ships. Then you go through a tunnel. Yes, I definitely understood what you just said. You fight this big armless dinosaur-like thing, which if you know what to do, can be pretty easy. Hell, if you don't know what to do, and you just keep shooting, it's pretty easy. Yeah, as a kid, I used to think that this boss was hard, and that beating him meant that I was pretty good at the game, but growing up made me realize how easy it is. Anyway, you can shoot its head or its body, and the head and neck will come off anyway. Sometimes it shoots stuff from its ass while showing off its other head. Its dick head. After blowing off the main head, you have to fight the other head while heading towards this head.
Shut up! Just shut the f up!
Easy there, kid. It's nothing to lose your head. Okay, I'll stop. After destroying this thing and slowly waiting for it to die, you finally hear some English in this game, you know, other than the cutscene that started before this.
Received telegram from Conduct Satellite Hyperion. Order the following operation. The armored trains were discovered leaving the city on their way to the east. Pursue them and locate the enemy supply route.
As much as I played the demo of this game when I was a kid, I could just about say that line without even hearing it. What's interesting here is that if you destroy the big blue robot's front, but not its head, it looks like you access a secret area that is underground, sort of. While fighting these interesting ships that have weapons, they don't seem to try to attack you all that much, but they still can kill you. It's kind of depressing looking, but the music is just all like, nah, it's a beautiful thing, like being underwater. After going through all that, you see this rocket ship or missile or something, and then get back to the highway. But this time you're on a different side of it, because when you get to the dino boss, all the parts that were green are now blue, and the number is 08 instead of 09. Other than that, almost nothing, if not absolutely nothing, has changed about it. The next level has you shooting things on a train. I guess it's a train anyway. This time there's seahorse-looking ships. Oh, aren't they adorable? You eventually fight these mole robot things, and then another boss. That's basically the way to describe these levels. You fight your way through a bunch of enemies, then get to a mini-boss, or mini-bosses, and then you fight a bigger boss. At least that's how it's been for the first two levels. The reason I'm pointing this stuff out is because I've only been able to make it to the third level. I can get through part of it, but then I get to the boss, or I guess the mini-boss, and I can never seem to beat it. Here's the thing about this game. It's about half an arcade game. Because when you lose all of your continues, you have to start the game over. But the reason I say half is because it does save your weapons that you picked up the first time you played. So you can start a new game with any of the weapons or two weapons that you've picked up, depending on the ship you chose. Which, depending on which one you chose, can make it a lot easier. Overall, I have to say this game was pretty great. The gameplay is simple, but fun and challenging. The graphics are actually pretty nice for the time, and even to this day. The movement is really smooth for a PS1 game, so it kinda reminds me of a PSP game. I just wish Einhander had more than one hit point, but that's a common problem with most shoot 'em up games. With all the great stuff this game has, with only just a little bit of flaws, I have to give Einhander a 92 out of 100.
Yeah, but good luck finding the game. I mean, it's easy to find if you want to pay hundreds of dollars, but to find a working copy for under $30 is a real challenge.
Well, for a physical copy, yes, but the game is on the PlayStation Network.
Really?
Yeah, in Japan.
Head. Thanks for watching this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching the first episode of Season 2 of The DGS Show. and just for watching the video in general. If you'd like to see more Dan Get Show episodes, or just any of the Entitled Team videos in general, go ahead and subscribe.